This week's top stories include tips for avoiding bad overseas manufacturers, how Latin American e-commerce could be changing the warehouse industry, and the 5 steps to prototyping your product in China. First up, working with an overseas manufacturer can be a tricky business. It involves a lot of back and forth communication about product specifications, quality, and cost. Here are 5 strategies that can help you avoid the worst of encounters with your manufacturer. 1. Start by finding 5 potential manufacturers. The idea will be receiving a referral, but you can also find plenty of verified options on Alibaba. 2. Ask for an NDA. Asking for an NDA can help weed out suppliers who don't always play by the rules. 3. Pay attention to communications. As you work with these 5 potential suppliers, take note of email response time and English skill level. These are good indicators of the legitimacy of their company. 4. Make your decision. When you've narrowed your list to the final few, get serious about pricing and time commitments. And 5. Quality control is key. Don't rely on your manufacturer to ensure quality. Either visit yourself or hire a third party to inspect quality. These steps are a good place to start. Your manufacturer might still take advantage of you, but not for lack of screening. Next up, Latin American e-commerce could bring more warehouses to the region. The new tariffs on Chinese goods have left many U.S. companies looking to other markets for potential business, and Latin America might just be the direction they're looking in. An e-commerce boom in Brazil, where e-commerce makes up 5% of their $300 million retail market, is a good indicator of the direction things are moving for the entire region. Companies like Amazon and DHL recently announced their plans to open warehouses in Latin America. Though there are still some barriers standing in the way of a booming e-commerce industry in the region, importers should be aware that their goods might be headed for Brazilian warehouses instead of American ones. The laws and regulations that tag along with this change will likely take time to adjust to. But if it means avoiding the 25% tariffs, it might still be worth it. Finally, the 5-step process of prototyping in China. Investors like to see a prototype, and without one, you probably won't be getting their money. Here are 5 steps that might help you. Step 1. Design the product. Be sure to do this yourself. Manufacturers rarely understand a product description well enough to make it happen. Step 2. Ensure all parts of the product are feasible. This is where the complexity of your prototype comes into play. Fewer pieces means faster prototyping. Step 3. Assemble your prototype. You'll likely run into your first major problems at this step with functionality or performance issues. Step 4. Tooling for production. Once you have a prototype you're happy with, be sure to do a first article validation on the first few pieces to make sure you're on the right track. And finally, step 5. Tests and validations. This is where you'll find issues before production. Test the first few pieces for things like compliance and performance. Those are just the top 3 articles. To read the other 2, follow the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and tune in next week on Best in Manufacturing.